chapstick?
Don't ask
The music! Where's the music at? I need my music!
30 seconds to air.
Thank you, 30 seconds.
Come on, where's my chapstick? I need it!
I don't know.
I can't find my water.
I don't sound as good without chapstick.
In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Broadcasting from the Panther Studios, the JPJ Radio Players present Frank Capra's classic It's a Wonderful Life, adapted for radio by Philip Greachin. And now, It's a Wonderful Life.
I owe everything to George Bailey. Help him, Lord.
Please, God, help my son George.
He never thinks about himself, sir. That's why he's in trouble now.
George is a good guy. Give him a break, God.
I love him, Lord. Watch over him for me.
Dear God, please bring Daddy back. Thank you. Your friend Zuzu.
Hello, Joseph. Trouble?
The name, George Bailey, keeps turning up.
Yes, I know.
We should probably send someone down.
Whose turn is it?
Clarence, the clockmaker.
Oh, Clarence. He still doesn't have his wings, does he?
He doesn't have much going for him after all, sir.
But he has faith, Joseph, a strong and simple faith. Seems to me that's exactly what George Bailey needs right now. Send for Clarence.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Clarence. Someone needs your help. His name is George Bailey, and he's about to throw away God's greatest gift.
His life?
His life.
Oh, dear.
It will be your mission, Clarence, to change his mind.
I have a mission? Sir, if I should accomplish my mission, might I perhaps have my wings? It's been nearly 200 years now, and, well, people are beginning to talk.
Clarence, you do a good job, and you'll get your wings.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Now, no time to lose. Joseph?
Sir?
I'm turning this over to you. Brief Clarence on his mission.
Yes, sir.
I have my eye on some sparrows I must attend to. Good luck, Clarence.
Thank you, sir.
Now then, Clarence, let's go back in time for a bit for some background on George Bailey.
Let's go play at the park.
Come on, Harry!
That's him, George Bailey, 12 years old.
They're sliding in the snow down the hill.
And across an icy pond.
Riding on snow shovels?
It's a contest to see who slides the farthest.
And stepping up to the starting gate, my kid brother, Harry Bailey.
I'm not scared, George, but he is.
Come on, Harry! You can do it! Attaboy, Harry!
Come on, Harry! Go, Harry, go! There goes the scare baby, my kid brother, Harry Bailey!
Oh, he's going much further than the others and faster. The ice is breaking.
George!
Oh my gosh, somebody save him!
Falling in and drawn under.
Come on, help him! Help him! He's gonna drown!
Sammy! Call 911!
Oh my gosh!
Please!
I'm coming, Harry!
George is jumping in. Where is he? There he is. He's got Harry.
Make a chain, lie flat on the ice, make a chain!
They're pulling him out.
George saved his brother's life that day, but he caught a bad cold and an infection cost him hearing in his left ear. It was a week before he could return to his after-school job at Grower's drugstore.
It's me, Mr. Gower, George Bailey.
What's he doing? Playing with something bolted to the tobacco counter?
Cigarette lighter, a complimentary light for customers.
He doesn't smoke at his age.
No, he does dream. He dreams, and makes wishes.
On a falling star?
No, on that old cigarette lighter. It's a tradition among the boys in Bedford Falls.
Wish I had $1 million. Hot dog!
He'll get his wish.
Mr. Gower, you back there?
You're late.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Hello, George.
Oh, hi, Mary.
I have a whole dime. I'm trying to decide between a soda and chocolate ice cream. Hello, George.
Hi, Violet.
Hello, Mary. Hello, Violet. Do you mind if I sit here at the soda fountain with you? Certainly not.
The usual?
Mary was here first. I'm still deciding. All right, then. 2 cents worth of licorice shoelaces.
Okay, confirmed. The usual. I'll get him. Be right back.
I like him. You like every boy you see. What's wrong with that? Oh, here he comes.
Here, there you go, Violet.
Thank you, George. Help me down off the stool. It's awfully high.
Uh-huh.
Never mind. There, did it myself. Goodbye, Georgie. Goodbye, Mary. Goodbye, Violet.
Made up your mind yet?
Chocolate ice cream.
What? Sorry? Talking to my good ear here.
Chocolate ice cream.
With coconut?
I don't like coconut.
You don't like coconut. Say, don't you know where coconuts come from?
A coconut tree?
No. Well, yeah, but where is that tree?
I don't know.
Tahiti? Or the Fiji Islands, the Coral Sea? Look here. National Geographic magazine. Only us explorers can get it. I've been nominated for membership.
Ooh.
You just watch. I'm going out exploring someday.
I know you will.
Darn right. Hey, what's this under the counter? You dropped this?
No, George.
Hold on, I'll get it.
George? Oh, this is your bad ear. I know you can't hear me with this ear, but I love you, George Bailey. I'll love you till the day I die.
Oh, here it is. Looks like some kind of telegram or something. You dropped this? Hey, what's the matter with you?
Nothing.
I'll get you that ice cream.
No. I changed my mind. I have to go. Goodbye, George.
Well, don't that beat all. Oh, hey, you forgot your telegram. Oh, well, maybe it isn't hers. Oh, we regret to inform you that your son Robert died this morning of influenza. Everything possible was done for his comfort. Oh, gee.
George, come back here.
Yes, sir. Mr. Gower, is there anything I can... Oh, sorry, didn't see the bottles on the floor. Didn't mean to.
I'm making this order for Miss Blaine. The pills the doctor prescribed.
Yes, sir, but...
Here, put that jar back up. I'm done with it.
Yes, sir.
Pills doctor prescribed.
Say, this is poison. Mr. Gower, they got the diphtheria over at the Blaine house, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
You get stuff for these capsules out of this jar, Mr. Gower?
You get going.
Mr. Gower, I think...
Get out, now!
Yes, sir.
Bailey building a moan. Oh, hi, Maud. No, he's in a meeting with Potter. I got a bad feeling about it. Tilly, I says to myself, that Potter's up to no good. Well, no, Maud. Every time he comes here, I start looking through the want ads for another job. Hey, I got skills, and I'm still young, mostly.
Bailey, you're hopeless. Don't come crying to me when these people can't pay their debts.
I'm not crying, Mr. Potter, but times are hard, and a lot of these people, they're out of work.
Then foreclose. If they don't want to work, they have no right to own a house.
They want to work, Mr. Potter.
If they wanted to work, they'd have jobs.
It isn't that easy. These people have children.
They're not my children. Are you running a business or a charity ward?
Pop, I need some advice. See, these pills are...
Not now, George.
But...
Mr. Potter, have you no pity? You have more money than you could ever spend.
So I should give it all to miserable failures who can't pay their mortgages? Or failures like you and that idiot brother of yours with your shoestring building and loan?
He's not a failure. You can't say that about
George?
my brother.
George!
You're not a failure, Pop. You're the biggest man in town.
George, we'll discuss this at dinner.
Yes, sir.
Biggest man in town.
Bigger than you.
George!
I'm going.
Gower drug. What was that? Well, those pills should have been there an hour ago. Yes, thank you. Thank you for calling. George Bailey.
Yes, sir?
Come in here.
Yes, sir. Mr. Gower, I've been pacing up and down at the front here. I guess I'd better tell you.
Where's Miss Blaine's pills? Where are they?
Ow, let go. You ripped my shirt. Ouch, let go. You don't.
Where are they? What kind of tricks are you playing? Answer me, I'll beat it out of you. Help me, I will. Don't you know that boy's sick? You know he could die.
I tell you, it's poison.
Poison? What?
I couldn't deliver him. Look at him. Look at him.
Oh my God. Oh dear God. Oh no.
No, please don't hurt my short ear again.
Oh George, I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry. Oh.
Mr. Gower, I won't ever tell you. I know how bad you feel. I'm not gonna tell you, Gower. I'm not telling you.
I'm not telling you how to do your business here, Joe. Honest, you're the luggage expert, but I'm not seeing what I need here. I need
an overnight bag. Look at it, George. Genuine English cowhide fitted up with brushes.
Nope.
But George, this...
Nope. We're not talking overnight here. We're talking... Now look, Joe. Look, I want a big suitcase.
That's George Bailey, all grown up.
Did he ever tell anyone about the pills?
Not a soul.
I'm not leaving for one night, Joe. I want something for 1,001 nights, with plenty of room to stick on labels from Italy and Baghdad, Samarkand, a great big one.
A flying carpet, huh? How about this old second-hand job I have behind the counter?
Now you're talking. Gee whiz, I could use this as a raft in case the boat sinks. How much?
No charge.
That's my trick ear, Joe. It sounded like you said no charge.
That's right. Look at the name on the suitcase.
George Say, it's my name. What's my name doing on it?
A little present from old man Gower at the drugstore. Came down and picked it out himself.
Well, what do you know about that? You know, I worked for him when I was a kid.
I remember. What boat you sailing on?
I'm working my way across on a cattle boat.
A cattle boat?
Okay, I like cows. Thanks, Joe. I gotta go see Mr. Gower and thank him. Mr. Gower!
George! Hey, see the new jukebox I got?
Look at the colored lights on that, will ya?
And bubbles. See the bubbles?
That's a humdinger. Say, I haven't been in here for a couple of months. You've really changed the old place.
I got so many of the kids coming here after school these days that I just...
Would you look at that? The old cigar lighter is still bolted to the counter over there.
Couldn't get rid of that, George. It's your tradition. Go ahead, make a wish for old time's sake.
I wish I had $1 million. Hot dog. Listen, Mr. Gower, I wanted to thank you for the suitcase. It's just exactly what I needed.
Ah, forget it, George. It's the least I hope you enjoy it.
It's wonderful. Well, listen, I can't stay.
Packing for your big adventure, huh?
Gonna go pack this nice big suitcase. My life's about to begin. Thanks again, Mr. Gower.
You're more than welcome, George.
Hey, Ernie.
Hiya, George.
Hi, Bert.
How's it going, George?
Hey, you boys aren't busy or anything, are you? I mean, you're not giving Ernie a ticket, are you, Bert? Because I could come back later.
No, we're just passing the time, George.
Ernie, I'm a rich tourist today. Figure to ride in style. How about driving me home in your cab?
Sure, Your Highness. Hop in, and for the carriage straight, I even put on my hat.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bailey.
Oh, hello, Violet. Hey, you look good. That's some dress you got on there.
What? This old thing? I only wear it when I don't care how I look. Well, goodbye, George.
Only wears it when she...
Yeah. Ready to go, George?
Yeah. Let's go, Ernie, before I forget where I'm going. Mother, I believe that's the best dinner I've ever had.
You always say that, George.
This will be the last time, too. Because it's my last meal at the old homestead before I set out on a life of adventure.
Where's Harry? Harry! You're going to be late for your graduation party.
I'm coming.
You coming later, George? We're going to use that new gym floor you designed.
Hope it works.
Of course it'll work. You're an architectural genius. Going to build skyscrapers in New York.
No gin tonight, son.
Oh, Pop, just a little.
No, son. Not one drop of alcohol.
Oh, horse feathers. Oops, gotta go. Bye, y'all.
Harry, don't slam the...
Pop, did I act like that when I graduated from high school?
Very much. Wish we could send Harry to college with you, George. Your mother and I talked it over half the night.
We have it all figured out. See, Harry will take my job at the building and loan for the next 4 years. Then when I get out, he'll go.
He's pretty young, George.
No younger than I was.
Maybe you were born older, George.
How's that?
I said you were born older. Have you decided what you want to do when you get out of college?
I'm going to design new buildings, plan modern cities. All that stuff I've always talked about. This is just the beginning, Pop.
Uncle Billy and I will miss you over the building and loan. Don't suppose you'd consider coming back after you graduate?
Oh, now, Pop, I couldn't. I'd go crazy cooped up for the rest of my life in some shabby little office. Pop, I'm sorry, Pop. I didn't mean it that way. I just want to do something big, something important.
Well, George, I feel that in our small way, we are doing something important. People want a place to call their own, and we're helping them get that in our shabby little office.
I know, Pop. But I've been hoarding pennies like a miser so I could do this. Most of my friends have already finished college, and Pop, if I don't get away, I'll just bust. You see what I mean, don't you?
Yes, George, I guess I do.
You look tired, Pop.
I had another tussle with Potter today. I thought when we put him on the board of directors, he'd ease up a little.
Wonder what's eating that money grub being cold buzzard.
Oh, he's a sick man, George. Sick in his mind, sick in his soul. Hates everybody that has anything that he can't have. I guess this town is no place for any man unless he's willing to crawl to Potter. Guess you've got to get out of here, George. I understand that.
You want a shock, Pop? I think you're a great guy.
Well...
And I think I'll get dressed and go over to Harry's graduation party.
You have a good time, son.
Quite a crowd.
Yeah, it was the biggest senior class in history of...
Hello, George.
Sam Wainwright. When did you get here?
Just this afternoon. Thought I'd come down to see how the place had changed. Say, George, this gym floor's awfully clever. Swimming pool underneath?
Yeah, kinda my idea.
Kinda. All his ideas. He even drew up the plans. Saved the town a lot of money.
Yeah, well, so you're an old college graduate now, huh, Sam?
Yeah, and it looks like you're finally gonna make it after all.
Yep.
Coach has been following your high school games, Harry. You're the one we really want to see up there.
Well, not this year. Gotta make some dough first.
Welcome back, George.
Principal Partridge.
Putting a pool under this floor was a great idea, George. It saved us another building.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, George.
Hiya, Violet.
My dance coat's not full yet, George. What am I bid?
Well,
Hey, George.
Hiya, Marty. Hey, it's Old Home Week.
Do me a favor, will you, George?
What's that?
You remember my kid sister Mary?
Haven't seen her in quite a while, Marty. But, sure, I remember. Chocolate ice cream with coconut.
Dance with her, will ya?
Well, I don't...
Just one time. Give her the thrill of her life. Come on, right over here. Hey, sis.
Well, okay. But not for very long. I don't want to babysit some...
Hello.
Hello.
Mary, George. George, Mary. Well, I'll be seeing you.
Well.
I'm back. Here's your punch. Thank you, Penny.
Wanna dance?
Yes. Here. Hold my punch, Freddy. But I just got it for you. Hey, come back here. This is my dance. Hey!
You're quite a dancer.
So are you. You look at me as if you didn't know me.
Well, I knew this little girl named Mary Hatch. Guess she grew up.
Boys. The big Charleston concert is about to begin. Anyone not tapped by the judges will remain on the floor until the winning couple is chosen. Let's dance.
I'm not very good at this.
Neither am I.
Well then, what do we gotta lose? Here we go.
What's the matter, Freddy?
Oh, hey, Mickey. George Bailey just played himself with my girl.
Say, Freddy, did you know there's a swimming pool underneath this floor?
Yeah, so?
And did you know that button behind you makes the floor open up? And did you know that George Bailey is dancing almost right over that crack? And did you further know that I've got the key that unlocks that button?
Unlocks the floor and makes the floor open up?
Uh-huh.
Gimme.
Here you go, Othello.
Where's the keyhole?
Here on the wall. Now, just turn the key.
Yeah?
He's got his back to it. He'll never see what's coming. Press the button.
Like this?
Perfect.
Hey, they're cheering us.
We must be good.
They're clearing the floor for us. All right then, let's show them how to do this dance.
Maybe we'll win the loving cup.
Say, maybe we... Whoa!
Look out!
Another. Yeah!
Oh my God!
They're all jumping in after him. Come on, Othello, let's take a dip.
Last one in is around the egg!
Stop! As principal of, to heck with it. Here I come, Geronimo!
Many a heart is aching if you could read them all. Many the hopes that have vanished. Okay, let's get the harmony. Ready?
Ready.
After the fall. Hot dog. Perfect. Just like the barber shoppers.
Beautiful.
But I'm the only boy who ever carried your wet clothes home from school.
You are. Do I look as funny in this robe as you look in that football outfit?
Guess I'm not exactly the football player type. Well, beggars can't be choosers. We were lucky to find these. Didn't want to go home wearing wet clothes, but no. You look wonderful in that robe. You know, if it wasn't me talking, I'd say you were the prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it?
I don't know. Maybe I will. Say, how old are you anyway?
18.
18. Seems like just last year you were 17. You look older without your clothes. I mean, without a dress. I mean, you look good. I mean, younger. You just...
Careful! You're standing on my belt. I almost lost this robe you think so much of.
Oh, can't have that. I mean, well...
Well, sir, my train, please. Throw it over my arm.
Well, pox upon me for a clumsy lout. Here you are, your caboose, my lady.
You may kiss my hand.
And so I shall, my lady. Oh, it's such a soft hand, Mary. And you're so soft and so...
Many a heart is aching if you could read them all.
No, wait. Come back here now. Let me show you something. I'll throw a rock at this old house here. The old Granville house.
Don't! Oh, I love that old house.
No, you see, you make a wish and try to break some glass. When I was a kid,
Oh, George, don't. That old place, it's so full of romance. I'd love to live in it.
Live in it? Not even a ghost would want to live in it. Alright now, see this rock? Watch that second floor window there. To the right. Ugh.
What did you wish for, George?
Not just one wish, Mary. A whole hatful. I'm gonna see the world. Then I'm going to college to see what they know. And then I'm gonna build things. I'm gonna build skyscrapers 100 stories high and bridges a mile long. And, hey, what you doing with that rock?
Making a wish and throwing it. Ugh.
Hey, that's pretty good. What'd you wish, Mary?
Wouldn't you like to know? Many a heart is aching if you could read them all.
What do you want, Mary? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll lasso the moon for you, Mary.
I'll take it. Then what?
Well, then you could swallow it and it'd all dissolve, see? And the moonbeams shoot out your fingers and toes and the ends of your hair and... Am I talking too much?
Yeah, you're talking too much.
How's that?
I've been sitting on this porch listening to you for the last 5 minutes. Stop talking and kiss her.
Kiss her?
You just wasting on kids who don't know what to do with it. I'm going inside.
Hey, hold on. Come back here. Come back out here and I'll show you some kissing. That'll put hair back on your head. What are... Mary? Mary? Where'd you go? Mary? Where are you?
Over here, in the hydrangea bushes.
What are you doing in there?
Look down on the sidewalk, George.
Down on the... Oh, it's your robe.
You are standing on my belt again.
Well, if you've got your robe here, that means you're...
Yes. Now please toss me my robe.
This is a very interesting situation.
My robe.
A man doesn't get in a situation like this every day.
My
Not in Bedford Falls, anyway. This requires a little thought.
George Bailey, give me my robe.
I've read about things like this, but I never...
I'm going to tell your mother on you.
Oh, my mother's way up the corner there.
I'll call the police.
Oh, they're way downtown. They'd be on my side, too.
I'll scream.
Maybe I could sell tickets.
George Bailey.
George, come home quick. Your father's had a stroke.
What? Mary, I'm sorry. I've got to go. I'm tossing your robe here.
Come on, George, hurry. The doc's there now.
Many the hopes have vanished after the ball.
In a moment, we will return to the JPJ Radio Players production of It's a Wonderful Life. And now we return to the JPJ Radio Players production of It's a Wonderful Life.
Bailey building and loan. Oh, hi, Maud. What? Oh, sure. You didn't hear? The board's deciding right now what's going to happen to the Bailey building and loan. Potter? Oh, yeah, he's still on the board.
All in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Gentlemen, we need to wrap up this board meeting. George here gave up his trip to Europe to help straighten things out these past few months since his father died. Now he's going to be late getting to college because the semester already started. So let's finish the formalities and get to our real purpose of appointing a successor to Peter Bailey.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to get to my real purpose. It is my belief that Bedford Falls can do without Bailey Building and Loan. Therefore, I make a motion to dissolve this institution and turn its assets and liabilities over to the receiver.
Why, you old buzzard?
Easy, Uncle Billy.
Mr. Chairman, it's too soon after Peter Bailey's death to be discussing this. It was his faith and hard work that built up...
I'll go further than that. I'll say that as far as the public was concerned, Peter Bailey was the building and loan, but he wasn't a businessman. Oh, I don't mean any disrespect to him, God rest his soul. He was a man of high ideals, so-called, but ideals without common sense is bad business. Now, you take this loan here to Ernie Bishop. You know, that fella that sits around all day in his taxi? I happen to know the bank turned down this loan.
I happen to know. They ask your permission before they fill the inkwells.
Uncle Billy.
But he comes here after he's turned down over there, and we're building him a house? Why?
I handled that, Mr. Potter. You have all the papers there. His salary, insurance. I'll personally vouch for his character.
A friend of yours?
Yes, sir.
So if you shoot pool with some employee here, you can borrow money.
Now,
and what does that get us? A discontented, lazy rabble instead of a thrifty working class. And all because a few starry-eyed dreamers like Peter Bailey fill their heads with a lot of impossible ideas. Now,
Just a minute now. Hold on, Mr. Potter. You're right when you say my father was no businessman, but neither you nor anybody else can say anything against his character. Why, in the 25 years since he and Uncle Billy here started this thing, he couldn't even save enough money to send Harry to school, let alone me. But he did help an awful lot of people get out of your slums, Mr. Potter. Doesn't that kind of ownership in a town make people better citizens? You're all businessmen here. Doesn't it make them better customers? You said they should wait. Wait for what? Just remember, Mr. Potter, that this rabble you talk about does most of the working and praying and living and dying. What's wrong with helping them work and pay and live and die in a couple of decent rooms and a bath? People were human beings to my father, but to you, a warped, frustrated old man, they're cattle. Well, in my book, he died a richer man than you'll ever be.
I'm not interested in your book. I'm talking about...
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about something you can't get your fingers on, and it's galling you. Well, I've said too much. You men are the board here. You do what you want. But I believe Bedford Falls needs this little one-horse institution, if only to have some place where people can go without crawling to Potter. Come on, Uncle Billy.
Sentimental Hogwarts. I want my motion right this minute.
What happened? Am I out of a job?
Tilly, I don't know what to tell you. I
Guess I better start reading the more ads. I got skills and I'm still young. Well, I got skills.
Hey, George, you'll miss your train. You're a week late for school already.
Don't you think I ought to stick around a few more minutes, Uncle Billy, just to see what...
No sense of it. We're going out of business. I can always get another job. I'm only 55.
56.
57?
Leave while you can, George. You've already missed your boat trip.
George, they voted Potter down. They want to keep it going. They've only got one condition.
What's that?
That's the best part. They've appointed George here to run it.
Oh, no, but Uncle Billy...
You can keep him on. You can hire anyone you like.
No, but I'm leaving. I'm leaving now. I'm going to school. This is my last chance.
But George, they'll vote with Potter otherwise.
He didn't go, did he, Joseph?
No, Clarence, he didn't.
I knew it.
He gave his school money to Harry, who went to college and became a football star. Made second team All-American. Mary left for school too.
But what happened to George?
George got 4 years older, waiting for Harry to come back and take over the building and loan. You see? Look.
They're at the train station. Harry's coming home.
Yes.
Finally, George's dreams are about to come true.
Watch.
There he is, getting off the train.
Where?
Right there, next to that pretty blonde.
Hey, Professor. Well, if it ain't old Phi Beta Kappa Bailey, All-American.
Well, if it isn't old George, National Geographic Bailey. Uncle Billy, you haven't changed a bit.
Nobody changes around here.
Where's Mother?
Home cooking the fattened calf. Gonna be a big welcome home graduation party. Come on.
Oh, wait, sweetheart?
I'd wondered when you get around to me.
George, Uncle Bailey, this is Ruth Dakin.
Well, hello, I'm
Ruth Dakin Bailey, if you don't mind.
Bailey?
Huh?
I wired you I had a surprise. Meet the wife.
Well, what do you know?
Congratulations. Harry, why didn't you... Say, what's a pretty girl like you doing marrying this two-headed brother of mine?
How could I help falling in love with him? He's wonderful. My father fell in love with him too, even offered him a job.
A job? Oh.
A job and a wife. Well, well, Harry's cup runneth over. Come over here, Ruth. I see some people you should meet. Hey, look who I've got here. Harry's new wife. I want...
George, I never said I'd take it. You've been holding the bag here for 4 years. I won't let you down, George.
Where's your luggage?
Luggage. Oh, holy smoke! I forgot the... I'll be right back. Don't go away.
Harry, don't forget to... Where'd Harry go?
Getting the bags. Ruth, what about this job?
Well, my father owns a factory in Buffalo. He wants to get Harry started in the research business.
That a good job?
A good job with a good future, and Harry's a genius at research.
Buffalo, huh?
Harry's loading the luggage in the car. Come on, George, your mother's waiting dinner.
George,
Hello, Mom. Great dinner.
what are you doing out here on the porch?
Just thinking. Nice night.
Yes, it is. Did you know Mary Hatch is back from school? Nice girl, Mary. The kind that could help you find the answers, George. Oh, stop that grunting and give me one good reason you shouldn't call on Mary.
Sam Wainwright. Sam's crazy about Mary.
Well, she's not crazy about him. She lights up like a firefly whenever you're in the room. Besides, Sam Wainwright's away in New York and you're right here in Bedford Falls.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Right here in Bedford Falls. Guess I'll take a walk. Be back later.
All right, George.
I'll get it, Mother. Hello.
Hello. I just saw your evening paper here on the sidewalk. Thought I'd bring it up to the door. I just happened to be passing by.
I know. Your mother phoned and said you were on your way to pay me a visit.
Well, what made her think that?
I thought you told her.
I just went for a walk and happened to be passing by. Saw your newspaper here on the sidewalk. Just going for a walk, that's all. Passing by.
That's not our paper. We already got our paper.
Oh, well, I was just passing by and...
Wonder whose paper it is.
Found it on the sidewalk.
Our sidewalk?
Yes, well, maybe a little further down. I thought it was yours and...
Are you coming in or aren't you?
Well, alright, for a minute. But I didn't tell anybody I was coming over. I thought you'd go back to New York like Sam and the rest.
Oh, I worked there for a couple of vacations, but I don't know. I guess I was homesick.
Homesick? For Bedford Falls?
Yes, for Bedford Falls and my family and for, well, everything. Would you like to sit down?
Alright, for a minute. Can't understand it though. I didn't tell anyone I was coming here.
Would you rather leave?
No.
Well then, sit down.
Mary, who's down there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother.
George Bailey? What's he want?
I don't know. What do you want?
Not a thing. I just came in to get warm.
He's making violent love to me, Mother.
What?
You tell him to stop that and go right back home. And don't you leave. Sam Wainwright promised to call you from New York tonight.
You know, I didn't come here to...
What did you come here for?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one with all the answers. I don't know why I came here. I was just passing... I'm leaving. Good night.
Good night.
Mary, the telephone. It's Sam.
Oh, get it.
I forgot my hat.
Hello, Sam. How are you? Oh, that's awfully sweet of you, Sam. There's an old friend of yours here, George Bailey. Wait a minute, I'll put him on.
He doesn't want to speak to George Bailey.
He does so. George, Sam wants to talk to you. Here, we can both listen and talk.
No, I could get on the upstairs extension.
No, you can't. Mother's on the upstairs extension.
I am not. I mean...
Here, come close, George. We can both use this phone. Say something, Sam. There, can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear. Hello, Sam? No, I'm not trying to steal your girl. I just...
What's the big surprise, Sam? What?
What's that? A factory? Plastic made out of soybeans? Rochester, New York. What's the matter with here? Remember that old tool and machinery factory right outside town? Yeah, half the town was out of work when they closed it down. You could get it for a song. What? I'm sorry, what?
Is my cheek in the way?
No, it's fine. Smooth.
What's that, Sam? Money? George, do you have money?
Some. Sure. Yes. What's that?
He says it's the chance of a lifetime.
Chance of...
Sam, we'll call later.
Later.
George,
Now you listen to me. I don't want to invest in plastic soybeans. I don't want any ground floor, and I don't want to get married ever to anyone.
George,
You understand that? I want to do what I want to do, and...
You're hurting me. Don't hold on so tight, George. You're...
Hurting you? No, that's the last thing I mean, oh, Mary.
George,
Mary.
oh, George.
What's going on down there? What are you doing down there?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'll miss all of you.
Goodbye.
I swear, I've got rice in my hair, rice in my pockets, rice in
Where
my...
to, folks?
Baghdad, Samarkand, and Tahiti.
You gotta ride up quite a cab there.
We got money, Ernie. Honeymoon money, $2,000. Drew out the life savings. Looky here, all cash.
Holy smoke.
I got it in small bits, so I can wave it in my face and make a breeze. Here, Mary, want to wave some money on your face?
Don't mind if I do.
Got yourself quite a windfall there, Mary.
Very funny, very funny. Know what we're gonna do? We're gonna shoot the works. A whole week in New York, another week in Bermuda, the highest hotels, the oldest champagne, the richest caviar, hottest music, and the prettiest wife.
Oh, look at that, William.
What?
Over at the bank, something fun is going on. I've never really seen one, but that's got the earmarks of a run.
Hey Ernie, if you got any money in the bank, better hurry to get it out.
Pull over, Ernie.
Sure.
George, let's not stop.
Something going on down at the building and loan.
George.
I'll be back in a minute, Mary. It won't take a minute. Wait for me.
What's happening?
The Great Depression. People bought stocks on credit and banks loaned money on pipe dreams.
Sounds dangerous.
When the bottom fell out, nearly 40% of the country's jobs disappeared. People lost everything.
Unless they saved their money in the bank.
When the loans weren't paid, the banks failed and took all those savings with them.
Oh my, at least George got his money out. What's going to happen to the building and loan?
It's just like in the bank, there's just a group of people. I literally do not understand.
Not everybody squawk.
Now, folks, George.
Hello, everybody. Miss Thompson, how are you? Charlie, what's the matter here?
George, could Tilly and I see you for a minute?
Sure.
Over here.
All right, now, what happened? How did it start?
The bank called in our loan.
Called in our... When?
A couple hours ago, just as we were closing up for the wedding.
I had to hand over all of our cash to the bank.
All of it?
Every cent.
Holy mackerel.
Bailey Building and Loan. Oh, yeah, fine. George, it's Potter. I still don't know what's going on. Everybody, do you know what's going on? I can't, no.
Hello? Hello?
George, there's a rumor around town you've closed your doors. Is that true?
Our doors are still open, Mr. Potter.
I'm glad to hear it. Are you all right? Do you need any police?
Police? What for?
Well, mobs get pretty ugly sometimes. I'm doing what I can to help in this crisis. I've just guaranteed the bank sufficient funds to meet their needs. They'll close up for a week and then reopen.
So you took over the bank. That explains why our loan was called in.
A necessity in times of crisis, George. I'm willing to guarantee your people too. Just tell them to bring their shares over and I'll pay them 50 cents on the dollar. Be reasonable, George. If you close your doors before 6 p.m., you'll never reopen, and you know it.
You never miss a trick, do you, Potter? Well, you're going to miss this one. I have good news, folks. I just talked to Mr. Potter, and he's guaranteed cash payments at the bank. You see, this thing isn't as black as it appears. The bank's going to reopen next week.
But George, I got my money here.
Did he guarantee this place?
Well, no, Charlie. I didn't even ask him. We don't need Potter over here.
George, Oh.
Folks, you know Mary, don't you? My wife. We were just married. Well, just over an hour ago, and...
I want to make a withdrawal.
No, but Tom, we don't keep all our money here. It's out working for you. It's in Joe's house, and Charlie's house, and Miss Macklin's, and hundreds of others. You're lending them the money to build, and when they pay it back, the interest...
George, I only got $242 in here, and my taking it out ain't gonna break you.
Okay, Tom. All right, but...
Tom, did you get your money?
No.
Well, I did. Old man Potter, I'll pay 50 cents on the dollar for every share you got.
What? 50 cents on the dollar? That's exciting! Everybody, let's go to Potter's, yeah? Let's go! What do you say, George?
Well, sure, Tom. Okay, give us 60 days on this and we can...
60 days?
That's what you agreed on when you bought your shares, Tom. It takes a while to...
Okay, let's go to the bank. Better half than nothing. Yeah, let's go. Come on, everybody.
Tom, wait, all of you, listen to me. Don't do this. If Potter gets hold of this building, well, there'll never be another decent house built in this town. He's already got the bank, he's got the bus line, he's got the department stores, and now he's after us. Why? Because we're cutting in on his business, and because he wants to keep you living in his slums and paying the kind of rent he wants you to pay.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what to do.
Joe, you lived in one of his houses, didn't you? Have you forgotten when he charged you for that broken down shack? And Ed, remember last year when things weren't going so well for you and you couldn't make your payments here? We didn't take your house, did we? Do you think Potter would have let you keep it? Can't you all understand what's happening? Potter isn't selling, he's buying. Because we're panicking and he's not. He's picking up some bargains too. Now, we can get through this thing if we stick together. We've got to have faith in each other.
But my husband hasn't worked in over a year and I need the money.
How am I going to live until the bank opens?
I got doctor bills to pay.
I need cash!
Yeah, well,
I've got cash here.
Mary, our honeymoon money? $2,000. It'll tide us all over until the bank reopens. Tom, how much do you need?
$242.
Tom, you don't...
I'll take $242.
All right, Tom. 20, 40, 100, 20, 40, 60, 200, 220, $242.
That'll close my account.
Your account's still here. That's the loan. Mary, where are you going?
I have to run an errand.
Well, but we...
I got $300 here, George.
Now, Ed, what'll it take till the bank reopens?
Well, I suppose $20.
20. There. Now you're talking. Thanks, Ed. Miss Thompson?
But it's your money, George.
Don't you worry about that. How much do you want?
I can get along with 20, all right?
$20. There you are, Mrs. Thompson.
Where do I sign?
You don't sign anywhere. I know you'll pay it back when you can. All right. Miss Davis?
Could I have $17.50?
Bless your heart. Of course you can. 5, 10... Well, that's the lot.
Do we have any money left?
$2. We're still in business.
Sounds like a storm arising.
Worst storm is over. You gonna share some of whatever you got in that flask, Uncle Billy?
What?
The flask you've been secretly pulling on.
Not very secret, I guess.
Nope. Here, a couple of glasses. Divide it up. If we make it to 6 o'clock, we'll have a toast.
What time is it?
It's almost... There you go.
3, 4,
5, 6. Bingo!
We made it!
Lock the door, Tilly.
It's locked.
Yay! A toast.
A toast.
To our remaining $2, Papa dollar and Mama dollar. And if you want the building and loan to stay in business, the two of you dollars better have a family real quick. A family. Mary. Poor Mary, where... Get that, will ya? Never mind, I'll get it. Bailey Building and... Mary. Mary where? Listen, dear, I'm sorry we missed our train and we... What? Come home? What home? 23 Sycamore? But that's the old Granville house. What? Okay, I'll be right there. Anybody in there? Hey, let me in before the rain washes me down the street.
Hey, entrez, monsieur.
What's this sign on the door here? Bridal suite? The old Granville house is a bridal suite now? Huh? This is your idea, Ernie?
I'm not Ernie. I'm a fancy French butter.
Uh-huh. That explains the plug hat.
Like I said, entrez, monsieur.
Alright. Well, the roof leaks, stair railing's broken, wallpaper peeling, a couple of holes in the roof, but I like what you've done with the place.
We're hung the travel coaster. That way the broken windows don't... merci, monsieur.
What's this in here? Looks like a dinner for two. Fireplace. Music. Champagne. Well, Ernie, you've really... Ernie? Where'd you go? Ernie?
I just gave the servants the night off.
Mary.
George, do you remember that night we broke the windows in this old house?
Yes, I do. And you made a wish?
This is what I wish for, George. You and me, here, in our house.
Oh, Mary.
Welcome home, Mr. Bailey.
In a moment, we will return to our drama, It's a Wonderful Life, adapted for radio by Philip Creechin, and directed by Tabitha Hanks.
In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come in.
Congressman Blakes is here to see you, Mr. Potter.
Oh, tell him to wait.
Yes, sir.
Now, what were you saying, Reineman?
No skin off my nose, Mr. Potter. I'm just your rent collector. But you can't laugh off Bailey Park anymore. Look at this old map. George Bailey's been busy. 15 years ago, a half-dozen houses struck here and there. Squirrels, buttercups, daisies, the old cemetery. Now look at this map. Bailey Park the way it is today. Dozens of the prettiest little homes you ever saw. 90% owned by suckers who used to pay rent to you. Your Potter Field is becoming just that.
The Baileys haven't made a dime from any of that.
Not yet, anyway. Too busy helping people out. But if I were you, Mr.
Well, you're not me. Get out.
I'm going. No skin off my nose. But one of these days, I got a feeling I'll be asking George Bailey for a job.
No skin off my nose. Why, I oughta...
Will you see the congressman now, sir?
Hang the congressman. Call the building and loan. I want to see George Bailey.
Yes, sir.
Time to get rid of Bailey Building and Loan once and for all.
Mr. Bailey is here, sir.
George! George, come in. Sit down, sit down. Have a cigar.
Oh, well, thanks.
And let me light it for you.
Make a wish.
What?
Nothing. This is quite a cigar, Mr. Potter.
You like it? I'll send you a box.
So, just what did you want to see me about?
You know, George, that's what I like about you. Right to the point. George, I'm an old man, and most people hate me. But I don't like them either, so we're even. Now, you know that I practically run everything in this town.
Except for Bailey Building and Loan.
Except Bailey Building and Loan. You know, too, that for a number of years I've been trying to get control of it. Or kill it, but I haven't been able to do that. You have been stopping me. In fact, You have beaten me, George. And as anyone in this county can tell you, that takes some doing. During the Depression, for instance, you and I were the only ones who kept our heads. You saved the building and loan, and I saved all the rest.
Yes, well, most people say you stole all the rest.
The envious ones say that, George. The suckers. Now, I have stated my side very frankly. Let's look at your side. Young man, married, making, say, 40 a week?
45.
45. You give your mother some money, pay your bills, and you're able to keep maybe 10 a week, if you scrimp. A baby or two comes along, and you won't even be able to save the 10. Now, if you were some common yokel, I'd say you were doing just fine. But there's nothing common about you. You're intelligent, ambitious. You hate your job. In fact, you hate the building and loan almost as much as I do. You're the smartest one in your crowd, George, and you've been forced to watch your friends go places because you're trapped. Trapped and frittering your life away playing nursemaid to a lot of riffraff. Isn't that right, George?
What's your point, Mr. Potter?
I want to hire you.
Hire me?
To manage my business, run my properties. I'll start you out at $20,000 a year.
20,000?
You could live in the nicest house in town. Buy your wife lots of fine clothes. Take a couple of business trips to New York every year. Maybe once in a while, Europe. You wouldn't mind that, would you, George?
Wouldn't mind? What? You sure you've got the right fella here, Potter? This is me. You remember me, George Bailey.
George Bailey, whose ship has come in, if he's got brains enough to climb aboard.
But what about the building and loan?
Oh, confound it, man. Are you afraid of success? I'm offering you a 3-year contract at $20,000 a year starting today. Is it a deal or isn't it?
Well, Mr. Potter, I know I ought to jump at the chance, but I wonder if it'd be possible to give me 24 hours to think it over.
Sure. You go on home and talk with your wife about it.
I'd like to do that.
Meanwhile, I'll have the papers drawn up.
All right, sir.
Here's my hand to it.
And here's mine. No. Now, wait a minute here. Let go of my hand. I don't need to talk to anybody. What was I thinking? I know the answer right now. The answer is no. No, doggone it. You sit around here and you spin your little webs and you think the whole world revolves around you and your money. Well, it doesn't, Mr. Potter. In the whole vast configuration of things, you're nothing but a scurvy little spider. And oh, the heck with you. Mary? You asleep?
No. Are you?
No, Say, listen, Mary Hatch, why in the world did you ever marry a guy like me?
To keep from being an old maid.
Oh, yeah, sure. You could have married Sam Wainwright or anybody else in town.
I didn't want to marry anybody else in town. I want my baby to look like you.
You didn't even have a honeymoon. I promised you. Your what?
My baby.
You mean, Mary, you...
George Bailey lassos the story.
Hoo-hoo! What is it, a boy or a girl?
Yes.
You've probably already guessed that George never leaves Bedford Falls.
Never?
Mary had her baby. A boy, and then, before too long, another one. A girl. Day after day, she worked at remaking the old Granville house into a home. While night after night, George came back late from the office, Potter was bearing down hard. Then came war. May Bailey and Mrs. Hatch joined the Red Cross. Mary had 2 more babies but found time to run the local USO. Sam Wainwright made a fortune in plastic airplane windows. Potter headed up the draft board. Bert the cop was wounded in North Africa. got the Silver Star, Ernie parachuted into France, and Harry Bailey topped them all, a Navy flyer. He shot down 15 enemy planes, 2 of them as they were about to crash into a transport full of soldiers.
What about George?
4F, because of his ear, George fought the Battle of Bedford Falls, and just like everyone else, he wept and prayed on VE Day and VJ Day. And then, just today,
Bailey Building and Loan. Oh, hi, Maud. Did you hear? Harry's coming home. He won the Congressional Medal of Honor. The president himself pinned it on.
Extra, extra, read all about it. President decorates local boy.
Oh, I've gotta go, Maud. Call you later.
Here, Tilly, brought you a copy of the paper.
Oh. Bailey Building and Loan.
Look at that, would you? The whole front page.
Collect call? Yes, we'll take it. George, it's Harry. Long distance call from Washington.
Hand it over. Harry, congratulations. How's Mother? She what? She did. Lunch with the president's wife.
Wait till I tell Maud.
Harry, they're cooking up quite a celebration for you here. Oh, they are. Just in time for Christmas Eve. The Navy's going to fly Mother home this afternoon.
In a plane?
Harry, well, of course in a plane. What's that, Harry? No, Uncle Billy's not in yet. He stopped at the bank first to deposit the accounts receivable.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Mr. Carter's here.
Who?
Carter, the bank examiner. I put him in the spare office.
Okay. Say, Harry, I gotta take care of a little business. Don't hang up before I get to say goodbye to you. Oh, and Uncle Billy will be along in a few minutes. Here's Tilly.
So, Harry, tell me all about it.
Morning, Mr. Carter.
I want to know everything. Did you?
Morning.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We're all excited around here. My brother just got the Congressional Medal of Honor, decorated by the President himself.
Well, I guess they do those things. I trust you had a good year, though I can't figure how when you accept personal collect calls and talk forever. Let's get this over with. I'd like to spend Christmas in Elmira with my family.
Absolutely. Here are the books, and my Uncle Billy will be here any minute. He's at the bank making a deposit right now.
Good morning, Hortense.
Good morning, Mr. Bailey.
I've got $8,000 in an envelope here. Someplace, Hortense.
You've got quite the cargo there, Mr. Bailey.
Oh, these are newspapers all about my nephew Harry. Here. There's one for you, Hortense.
Thank you, sir.
Careful now. I'm mixing up all the... Oh, look who just came in.
Mr. Potter, our major stockholder.
Yes, and that weasel Reineman with him. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bailey.
Well, well, well. Good morning, Mr. Potter.
Bailey, you know my property manager, Miss Reineman.
I do indeed, Miss Reineman.
Mr. Bailey.
I see you have the morning paper, Mr. Potter. What's the news? Oh, wait a minute. I have a few copies of that myself. Let's see. Harry Bailey wins Congressional Medal. Well, sir, you just can't keep those Baileys down, can you, Mr. Potter?
And how does George the 4F slacker feel about it?
Oh, very jealous, very jealous. He only lost 3 buttons off his vest, puffing his chest out. Of course, George wanted to go fight, and if he did, he'd gotten 2 medals. Here you go. Some extra copies of the paper to send to your friends. And some to you, Miss Reineman.
Keep it. No skin off my nose.
All right, have it your way. I've got plenty of them if you change your mind. Yes, sir, George fought in the war here in Bedford Falls, because not every villain is overseas.
I don't have time for this. Good day, sir. Come along, Reineman.
You have a good day, Mr. Potter. My, oh my. Now, where was I? Oh yes, the deposit. Here's my deposit slip, Hortense, and the bank book.
Did you forget something, Mr. Bailey?
I don't think so.
It's usually customary when you're making a deposit to bring some money with you.
Oh, of course. I've got the money right, in this pocket. I know I had it. Oh no. Oh no, where is it? Where is it?
So Harry, you coming home soon? Maybe you could get on that airplane with your mother and...
You just make yourself comfortable, Carter. I'll get those books for you. Tilly, I'm gonna... Well, hello, Violet. What brings you to Bailey Building and Loan?
George, may I see you for a second?
A second? Well, why, of course you can. Come on into my office here.
Thank you.
What, Harry? Oh, that was Violet Dix. She... Oh, here's your Uncle Billy. Billy, long distance call from Washington.
Yes, it is.
No, it's Harry on the phone.
Who?
Harry, your nephew. Remember him? Here, he wants to talk to you.
Hello? Hello? Yes, Harry, yes, everything's fine, perfectly fine, goodbye.
Hey, that was...
Should have my head examined. Gotta be here somewhere. I'll be in my office.
What in the world?
There you are. Bye. I wrote you a glowing character reference. I'll even give you a fancy building and loan envelope to keep it in.
Character? If I really had any character, I'd...
It takes a lot of character to leave the security of your hometown and start all over again. Here's a couple of bucks, too.
No, George.
Well, you broke, aren't you?
Sure, but...
Want to walk to New York City? You know they charge for meals and rent up there just the same as they do in Bedford Falls. Now, take it. It's a loan. That's my business. Building and loan.
All right, then. Thanks, George.
Besides, you'll get a job. I've got faith in you.
You've always had faith in me, George. Me and lots of others. It's hard to live up to sometimes, you know? But I don't know what I'd be without you in my corner. I'm glad I know you, George Bailey. Well, better go, I guess.
You say hello to New York for me.
I will.
Hey, Tilly, you hung up the phone. I told you I wanted to talk to Harry. Well, you write to us and let us know how you're doing, Vi, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, George.
Mr. Bailey.
Carter, I'm sorry, I'll be right with you. Uncle Billy in yet?
In his office, but...
Okay, thanks. Uncle Billy? Uncle Billy? Uncle Billy, can I come in? The bank examiners.
Where's Mr. Bailey?
He'll be right with you.
Well, he better hurry if I'm gonna have Christmas Eve with my family.
No, but that's a joyous little group.
Tilly, I need the key to the cash drawer.
Sure, George. Here.
Thanks. You looked in the safe this morning?
About 10 minutes ago, Mr. Carter needed a copy of...
Nothing there?
all the papers, but what are you doing?
Did you see Uncle Billy with the cash last night?
He had it in his desk, counting it before he closed up.
Uncle Billy, get your hat. We're going to your house. It's got to be here someplace. It's got to be. Think, Uncle Billy, think. What did you do with that envelope?
I don't know, George.
We've got to find that money. It doesn't belong to us. It belongs to the depositors. They trusted us too.
I'm no good to you, George.
There's no time for that. Listen to me. Do you have any secret hiding places, some place that you could have put it?
I've been all over the house. I don't.
Think.
I can't think anymore, George. I can't think. I've tried. I don't know.
Where's that money, you stupid, silly old fool? Where's that money? Do you realize what this means? It means bankruptcy and scandal and prison. That's what it means. One of us is going to jail, and it's not going to be me. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
I'm so sorry, George. I'm not good to you. I'm so sorry.
We know where the money is.
Yes, we do, Clarence.
Send me down, Joseph. I'll tell George.
It's not that easy. All that we've seen here has taken place in the past, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Once we catch up to the present, that will be your moment to act.
And I can tell him.
No, you must guide him to make his own choices. Besides, even if he believed in you, what could he do about it?
Why, he could,
Wait, Clarence. Wait till we've caught up with George's present.
Very good, Janie. I think that's the best yet.
I want my piano solo to be perfect for the party tonight.
I'm sure it will be, sweetheart.
Especially if I keep practicing hard.
Be careful, Peter. Don't clump too much tinsel on that side of the tree.
Okay, I'm spreading it out. See?
And you're doing a fine job.
Can I help?
Of course, Tommy. Why don't you help with these bows? Hello, darling.
Hello.
Hello, Daddy.
Merry Christmas, Daddy.
Oh, yeah, sure. Merry Christmas.
Oh my, bless you.
Bless you, Daddy.
Did you bring the Christmas wreath for the window?
Left it at the office.
Is it snowing?
Just started.
Where are your coat and hat?
Left them at the office.
George, what's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing's the matter. Everything's fine. Let me just sit down.
All right. Peter, you're a big boy. You can put the star up.
I can.
Yes, way at the top. I'll hold the stepladder. Isn't it wonderful about Harry, George? I'll bet I had 50 calls today about the parade and the banquet. Your mother's so excited
Does she have to keep playing that?
I have to practice for the party tonight, Daddy.
Mommy says we could stay up till midnight and sing Christmas carols.
Why don't you go upstairs and freshen up, darling, before the families get here?
Families? I don't want any families over here.
Come into the kitchen while I finish dinner.
Excuse me.
Hectic day?
Oh, yeah. Another big red letter day for the Baileys.
Daddy, the Browns next door got a new car for Christmas. You should see it.
Well, what's the matter with our car? Isn't it good enough for you?
Yes, Daddy.
Let me just check the turkey. Would you get out the silverware, please, darling?
Excuse me.
Excuse you for what?
I burped.
All right, darling. You're excused. That's very good. Now go upstairs and see if Zuzu wants anything.
Zuzu? What's the matter with Zuzu?
Oh, she caught colds coming home from school. They gave her a flower for a prize, and she didn't want to crush it, so she didn't button up her coat. I put her to bed. Just a cold. The doctor said nothing serious.
The doctor was here? Is she running a temperature?
A little one. 99.6. She'll be fine.
It's this drafty old house. Might as well be living in a refrigerator. Why did we have to get this house in the first place and stay around this crummy old town?
George, what's wrong?
Everything's wrong. You call this a happy family? Why did we have to have all these kids?
Where are you going?
Going up to see Zuzu.
Come in. Hi, Daddy.
Well, what happened to you?
I want a flower, see?
Very nice.
Oh, some petals fell off. Paste them on, please, Daddy.
Okay, sure. Give me the flower.
Here.
And the petals.
Paste it, please.
All right.
I can't see. Turn back around. What are you doing, Daddy?
Fixing the flower. See? Good as new.
Ooh, give the flower a drink, Daddy.
I'll put it in this glass of water. There.
Thank you.
Now, I want you to do something for me, but it's a secret.
A secret? What is it?
Will you try to get some sleep?
But I want to look at my flower.
I know. But that's a secret. See, if you go to sleep and dream about your flower, it'll bloom into a whole garden of flowers in your dream.
It will?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, good night, Daddy.
Good night, sweetheart. Go to sleep now. Good night.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Welch. I'm sure she'll be all right. Yes, the doctor says she'll be out of bed in time to have Christmas dinner.
Is that her teacher on the phone?
Yes.
Let me speak to her. Hello, Mrs. Welch. Say, what kind of teacher are you anyway? What do you mean sending her home like that half naked?
George!
She'll probably end up with pneumonia on account of you. Is this what we pay our taxes for? To have teachers like you? Silly, stupid, careless people who don't take care of our kids?
George, what in the world are you?
You know, maybe my kids aren't the best dressed in the... Hello? Hello? Where'd you go? Hello? Who's this? Oh, Mr. Welch. Okay, that's fine. Oh, you will. Huh. Okay, anytime you're man enough to... Hello? He hung up.
Daddy, how do you spell hallelujah?
How do I know?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Stop that. And Janie, haven't you learned that silly tune yet? Shut up, will ya? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this town and this house and my whole rotten life. I'm sick of... I'm sorry. Mary, Janie, Tommy, I didn't mean... Peter, forgive me. I'm sorry. What was it you wanted to know?
Nothing, Daddy.
What's the matter with everybody? Janie, go on. I told you to practice. Go on, play.
Oh, Daddy.
George, why must you torture the children?
Mary, I'm sorry. I'm no good. I never should have...
Yes, operator. Bedford 247, please.
Is Daddy in trouble?
Shall I pray for him?
Yes, yes, Janie. Pray very hard.
Me too.
Hello, Uncle Billy.
So, what is it, George? Why have you come to see me?
I'm in trouble, Mr. Potter. I need help. Through some sort of accident, my company is short in their accounts. I've got to raise $8,000 immediately.
Oh, so that's what the reporters wanted to talk to you about?
Reporters?
Yes. Oh, there's a man over there from the DA's office, too. He's looking for you.
Please help me, Mr. Potter. Can't you see what it would do to my family? I'll pay you any interest if you still want the building and loan.
George, could it possibly be there's a slight discrepancy in the books?
No, sir. There's nothing wrong with the books. I just misplaced $8,000. I can't find it anywhere.
You've misplaced $8,000?
Yes, sir.
I see. Have you notified the police?
No, sir. I didn't want the publicity. Harry's homecoming is tomorrow, and...
What have you been doing, George? Playing the market with the company's money?
No, sir, I haven't.
What is it, then? A woman? It's all over town you've been giving money to Violet Bick.
What?
Why did you come to me? Why didn't you go to Sam Wainwright and ask him for the money?
I can't get hold of him. He's in Europe.
I thought you had lots of friends.
They don't have that kind of money. You're the only one in town who can help me.
I see. I've suddenly become quite important. What kind of security would I have, George? Do you have any stocks?
No, sir.
Bonds? Real estate? Collateral of any kind?
I have some life insurance. A $15,000 policy. I brought it with me.
How much is your equity in it?
$500.
Look at you. You were so cocky. You were going to go out and conquer the world. You once called me a warped, frustrated old man. What are you but a warped, frustrated young man? A miserable little clerk crawling in here on your hands and knees begging for help. No securities, no stocks, no bonds. Nothing but a miserable little $500 equity in a life insurance policy. You're worth more dead than alive. And, since the state examiner is still here, as a stockholder of Bailey Building and Loan, I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest. Misappropriation of funds. Manipulation. Malfeasance. In fact, I'm calling the sheriff's office right now.
No, I'm going. I'm going.
Reineman! I know you're in the other office with your ear to the door. Get in here!
Don't you think this joke of yours has gone on long enough, Mr. Potter? We both know you've got Bailey's money. His uncle got confused and handed it to you with those newspapers.
No way anyone would prove it.
I saw him do it.
You were smart enough to keep your mouth shut, too, and you'll continue to do so.
No skin...
No skin off your nose. Oh, And one other thing, Reineman. This isn't my joke.
What do you call it then?
Revenge, Reineman. I call it my revenge. Yes. Hello, Bob? This is Potter. I want to swear out a warrant. What for? Why, for the arrest of George Bailey.
In a moment, we will return to the JPJ Radio Player's audio adaptation of It's a Wonderful Life. And now, the conclusion of It's a Wonderful Life.
Great restaurant, I love it.
Hey Martini, how about some of that dead spaghetti?
She's coming right up.
Nick, I'll have another bourbon. Make it a double.
Shouldn't you be going home, George? I can find somewhere to take you. It's snowing pretty hard.
I said another bourbon.
Okay. Be right there.
God, dear Father in heaven, I'm not a praying man, but if you're up there and you can hear me, please show me the way. I'm at the end of my rope. Help me, please, God.
Here you go, George. Bourbon, but I think you oughta...
I'll have another one after this one, Nick.
And you have enough, George?
I said I'll...
Hey, Mr. Bailey.
Hello, Mr. Martini. How's that new house?
She's a fine, thanks to you. Say, why you drink so much, my friend? It's a Christmas Eve. You should be home with your family. Please go home, Mr. Bailey.
Bailey? Which Bailey? This is Mr. George Bailey. George Bailey, come here, you. Hey, let go of it! You got this coming, Bailey. Next time you talk to my wife like that, you'll get worse, Bailey. She works and slaves to teach your kids, and you have to scream at her over the phone. She cried for an hour.
You get out of here, Mr. Welch. You will never come back.
I gotta pay for my drink.
Never you mind the money. You hit my best friend. Get out.
All right. You okay, George?
Yeah, I'm okay. So much for praying.
That fellow don't come into my place no more. That's the last time. You hear me? You hear what I say, Nick?
Yes, sir, you bet. Want me to call somebody, George? Your mouth's bleeding there.
It is? Yes, it is.
Nick, call a doctor for Mr. Bailey. You sit down, Mr. Bailey. You don't feel good. Please.
No, I'm okay. But he was right.
Who? Welch? He's just a hothead.
No, I mean Potter.
Potter?
He said I'm worth more dead than alive. He was right. I'm worth nothing alive, but dead. Dead, I'm worth $15,000. Help me up, Nick. I got someplace I gotta go.
Oh, he shouldn't be driving in his condition.
He won't be driving for long. Look.
He hit a tree. Is he alright?
He's fine. See? He's getting out the car.
Didn't do that tree any good. Where's he going?
Out on the bridge.
The current's running pretty swift.
See what he's doing now?
He's going to jump. Can he swim?
Oh, he can swim, but it'll take quite an effort to fight that current. An effort he doesn't care to take. No, he'll go straight to the bottom and stay there.
Oh, no.
It's time, Clarence.
All right then, Joseph. Here I go.
What the?
Help!
Hold on, I'm coming. Hand me another log.
Log? Oh, here.
Thanks.
Are my clothes dry yet?
Not yet. Another half hour or so. First time I've been lucky today. This toll house wasn't locked and there was wood for the stove.
Oh, luck had nothing to do with it.
It didn't, huh? Then what did?
Heaven. It was all arranged.
Uh-huh. How'd you happen to fall into the river?
I didn't fall in. I jumped in.
Trying to kill yourself?
Oh my no. Trying to keep you from killing yourself.
Me? What are you talking about?
I knew that if I were drowning, you'd stop thinking of killing yourself and try to save me, and you did, you see. And that's how I saved you.
Yeah, very funny.
Your lip's bleeding, George.
Yeah, I got a bust in the mouth in answer to a prayer.
Oh, no. I'm the answer to your prayer. That's why I was sent down here, George.
Say, wait a minute. How do you know my name?
I know all about you. I watched you grow up from a little boy.
Just who are you?
Clarence Oddbody ASC.
ASC?
Angel, 2nd class. I'm your guardian angel, George.
You look like the kind of angel I'd get. Where are your wings?
I haven't won my wings yet. You'll help me earn them, won't you?
Oh, sure. How?
By letting me help you.
Only one way you can help me. You don't happen to have...
$8,000?
Well, yeah. How'd you know that?
I told you, I'm your guardian angel. I know everything about you.
Everything, huh?
Everything.
Well, then you know I'm worth more dead than alive.
That's not true. Why, if it hadn't been for you...
If it hadn't been for me, everybody would be a lot better off. I wish I had never been born.
Now, George, I've got my job to... Wait a minute. What did you just say?
I said I wish I'd never been born.
Never been born? You know, I think that might just work. What do you think, Joseph? Yes, sir. That'll do it. All right, George. You've got your wish. You've never been born. Well, you needn't make such a fuss about it.
What'd you say?
You've never been born, George. You don't exist. You haven't a care in the world. No worries, no obligations, no $8,000 to find, no Potter, no sheriff.
Wait a minute. Well, isn't that the doggonest thing? I can hear out of my bad ear.
Your lips stopped bleeding too, George.
And it stopped snowing. What's happening here? Just as soon as my clothes are dry,
Your clothes are dry, George, because they've never been wet. Mine too.
Stove must be hotter than I thought. Come on, get your clothes on and we'll walk over to my car and get... Oh, I forgot. You're an angel. I'll walk. You can fly.
I can't fly.
Oh, right. Sure. No wings. Get dressed. We're leaving. That's funny. I could have sworn.
What's the matter?
This is where I left my car and it isn't here.
Well, of course not. You have no car.
Well, I had a car and it was here. Somebody must have moved it.
No, it was never here.
Sure it was. I recognized the tree. I ran into this tree, cut a big gash in the side here, stripped off the bark. Wait a minute. There's not a mark on it.
A good thing, too. This is an important tree, the oldest tree in all of Pottersville.
Well, I'd have sworn this was Hey, what do you mean Pottersville? You mean Bedford Falls.
I mean Pottersville. Look at the sign.
Pottersville, population. Wait a minute, there's something wrong here.
Indeed there is.
Maybe I left the car at Martini's. Come on, Gabriel.
Clarence!
Clarence, right. Clarence.
Bartender? What do you want? Whiskey, beer chaser.
Hey, Nick, I was wondering if I left my... How'd you do this so fast? It's all different.
I don't know what you're talking about, mister. What'll it be?
Where's Martini?
I ain't made you one yet. You just walked in. So what, you want a martini?
No, your boss. Mr. Martini, where is he?
Look, this is my place, okay? I'm the boss here. Now, you want a drink or not?
Okay, alright. Double bourbon.
And what'll it be for you, Grandpa?
Oh, it's been so long since...
Look, mister, I'm standing here waiting for you to make up your mind.
And you're doing a fine job. That's a good man. Thank you. So many choices. I was just thinking perhaps a flaming rum punch? No, not cold enough for that. Wait, I know. Mulled wine. Yes, heavy on the cinnamon. Off with you, my lad. And be lively.
Hey, we serve hard liquor in here for men who want to get drunk fast. And I don't need any characters around to give the joint atmosphere. You know, that clear? Or do I have to rabbit punch you once or twice to get the idea through?
Rabbit punch? Is that like rum punch?
Hey, don't be cute with me, or...
Nick, just give him the same as mine. He's okay, just a little, well, you know.
Alright, fine. 2 double bourbons. I'll be back in a minute with them. Make really sure you got the money.
I've never seen Nick act this way.
He's not exactly the man you knew. You'll be seeing a lot of strange things. somebody got his wings.
What?
Every time you hear a bell ring, it means an angel got his or her wings. Another one.
Look, it might not be a good idea to mention getting your wings so loud.
Why? Don't they believe in angels?
Yeah, but...
Then why should they be surprised that I'm an angel?
Hey, what's he talking about?
Oh, you know how it is with some old people. They get a little...
I'm not old. I'm only 293. That's very young for an angel.
You're 293 years old.
Well, not really, no.
There, you see,
I'm 292. I won't be 293 until next May.
That does it. Okay, you two pixies out. Walk out the door or fly out the window. I don't care. Just get out. Now.
Hey, Nick, don't worry about it. He's just a harmless...
That's another thing. Where you get off calling me Nick? I don't know you.
What do you mean you don't know me?
Hold on a minute. Hey, who let that drunk in here while I wasn't looking? Hey, Rummy! Yeah, you! Come here, worthless!
Boys sick. Pills. Boys just... Maybe a little drink. Boys sick. Maybe you could just buy me a drink, mister. I thought maybe...
Hey, Rummy, didn't I tell you never to come handle-handing around here? You want a drink? Here's a whole dish pan full of water. Drink this!
Nick, wait. Hold it, Mr. Gower. Mr. Gower, it's me, George Bailey. Don't you know me?
No, don't. I didn't mean to. I didn't.
Throw the old Rummy out.
No, don't. Hey, Nick, that's Mr. Gower. How can you...
You know, that's another reason for me not to like you. That rumhead spent 20 years in prison for poisoning a kid. If you know him, you must be a jailbird yourself.
Poisoning?
These two, throw them out, too.
Nick, wait. Hey, let go of me. Nick, don't you know me? Nick.
Hey, everybody, look at me! I'm giving out wings! I'm giving out wings!
Here, let me help you up. At least I managed to toss us into a snowbank.
Look, I made a snow angel.
Yeah, very funny. Everything's kind of funny tonight. Nick not knowing me, and Mr. Gower.
You see, George, you weren't there to stop him from putting that poison into the capsules.
What are you talking about? I was there. Look, who are you?
I told you, George, I'm your guardian angel.
Yeah, sure. You're some kind of hypnotist or something. Everything's different.
They're different because you were never born.
If I was never born, who am I?
Nobody. You have no identity. There is no George Bailey. Your wallet's empty. You have no cards, no driver's license, no insurance policy, and they're not there either.
What are you talking about? They're not there. What's not there?
Zuzu's petals, the ones that fell from her flower, the ones you hid in your watch pocket when you turned away to fix her flower. They're not there, George, because that never happened.
They're not there.
What a great gift, George, to see what the world would have been like without you.
This is some sort of dream I'm having here. Alright, that's it.
Where are you going?
I'm going home to see my wife and family. You understand? And I'm going alone.
How am I doing, Joseph? Thanks. No, I didn't have a drink.
Mary, Tommy, Peter, Janie, Zuzu, where are you?
They're not here, George. You have no children. You never existed to have them.
What have you done with them?
All right, put up your hands. No fast moves.
Watch him, Bert. I'll grab the other one.
Oh, ouch! Now that is just rude. Didn't your mother ever...
Bert, thank heavens. What happened to this house? Where's Mary? Where are my kids?
I said put up your hands.
Bert, Ernie, what's the matter with you guys? Look, it's this fellow here. He says he's an angel. He's trying to hypnotize me. Hey, let go of me. Bert, let go. You're twisting my...
Ow!
Run, George, run!
little mook bit me. That does it. You're under arrest, you little.
Help, Joseph! Help! Help! Joseph!
Hey, where'd he go? I had him right here. You ain't got him now. No, Let's get out of here, Bert. This place is haunted.
Mother, open up. It's George. Open up.
Well?
Mother,
Mother? What do you want?
Oh no, I thought sure you'd remember me. Please, something terrible has happened to me. Something's happened to everybody. Please, let me in. I don't know where to turn.
I don't take in strangers unless somebody I know sends them. This is a respectable boarding house, and I won't have...
Boarding house? Mother, don't you know me? Look, proof. I know everybody you know. Your brother-in-law, Uncle Billy.
You know him?
Well, sure I do.
When'd you see him last?
When did I? Well, today. Over at his house.
That's a lie. He's been in the insane asylum ever since his business went under. If you ask me, that's where you belong too.
She didn't even know me.
You look like you could use a friend.
Violet, you know me? You really know me?
Sure I do.
Vi, you gotta help me.
I'll give you all the help you need.
I gotta figure this out. I could use, I don't know, a cup of coffee or something. We could go sit down and talk. Maybe you could...
Sure, honey, but let's discuss price first.
Price? Oh, no, not... Vi, what's my name?
Your name?
My name, Vi, what's my name?
Whatever you say it is, sugar.
Oh no, I gotta get out of here.
Hey, where are you going? What's the matter with you? Hey!
Strange, isn't it? Each man's life touches so many other lives, and when he isn't around, it leaves an awful hole.
You got me under a spell or something. Well, I'm gonna get out of it. I know how, too. The last man I talked to before all this started happening was Martini. I know where he lives.
You do?
Of course I do. I helped him buy his house. He lives in Bailey Park.
Are you sure this is Bailey Park? Looks more like an empty field than a cemetery.
Oh, I'm not sure about anything anymore. Where are all the houses?
You weren't here to build them.
Cemetery. Nothing here but a cemetery.
Look over here, George.
Just another tombstone.
Read the inscription.
In memory of our beloved son. What's the point of...
Read the name.
In memory of our beloved son. Gotta scrape the snow away here. Beloved son. Oh no! Harry Bailey.
Your brother Harry broke through the ice and drowned at the age of 9.
No, that's a lie. Harry went to war. He got a Congressional Medal of Honor. He saved the lives of every man on that transport.
Every man on that transport died. Harry wasn't there to save them because you weren't there to save Harry. You see, George, you really had a wonderful life. Don't you see what a mistake it would be to throw it away?
Clarence, where's Mary?
Oh, well, I can't.
Tell me where Mary is.
I'm not supposed to tell.
Tell me.
You never existed. She never married. I can't.
Tell me, or so help me.
Ouch, let go. She's just about to close up the library.
The library. 2 blocks. Mary!
Well, that wasn't pleasant. There must be an easier way to get my wings.
Good night, Mary.
Good night, Osgood. I have to catch the bus. Mary, will you be all right? I'll be fine, Helen. I'm just going to lock up and walk home. I'll see you in the morning then. 8 o'clock on the dot. Good night then. Good night.
Mary!
The library will reopen at 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mary! Wait. Stop, look at me. Mary!
Ouch! Please, you're...
Mary, it's me. It's George. Don't you know me?
No, I don't. Let me go.
Mary, please. Oh, don't do this to me. Please help me. Where are our kids? I need you. Mary, help me.
Let me go. Let me go.
Hey, you! It's time to run! Hurry! Grab him!
I got him. Let go. Tom, Ed. That's Mary. That's my wife. Mary!
She's staying!
All right, right, buddy, you're not getting away again.
Hey, let go of my...
Come along with me.
Sorry to do this to you, Bert. Clarence, where are you? Clarence, Clarence, I need you. I believe.
You alright, officer? You need help up?
Stand back. Stop or I'll shoot. Stop.
The bridge. He's gotta be here. On the bridge. Clarence, help me, Clarence. Get me back. I don't care what happens to me. Please, get me back to Mary and the kids. Help me, Clarence. Please help me. I want to live again. Mary, I'm coming home. Mary, look, there's my car. It's there again, smashed, probably broken axle. Isn't that great? Hey there, Merry Christmas. Look there, Bedford Falls, the sign's back. Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Martini's Restaurant. Merry Christmas, you wonderful old building and loan. Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter.
And Happy New Year to you! In jail.
Merry Christmas, hardware store. Merry Christmas. Mary.
Mr. Bailey?
Well, hello, Mr. Bank Examiner. Let me shake your hand. Hope you haven't been waiting long. You seen Mary?
Mr. Bailey, there's a deficit.
I know. $8,000. Is she upstairs, maybe?
I've got a pen for you, that eye.
I'll bet it's a warrant for my arrest, isn't it, Sheriff?
Yes, I'm afraid it is, George. I'm sorry. It's my job,
Of course it is, and you're awful good at it, too.
Well, thanks.
A warrant for my arrest. Isn't that wonderful? Who are the rest of you here?
Mr. Bailey, I'm with the Bedford Falls Courier and I...
Oh, reporters. Sure, of course. Give me a minute to find Mary, would you? Mary? Maybe she's upstairs. Where are the kids?
Mr. Bailey, if you'd...
Isn't this a great old drafty house? Mary!
Daddy.
I told you I heard Daddy's voice.
Daddy's home! Peter, Janie, Tommy.
Daddy, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Daddy's home.
Where's your mother?
She went looking for you with Uncle Billy. Daddy!
Zuzu, my little ginger snap, how do you feel?
Fine. And she's all better, not a smidge of temperature.
Not a smidge of temperature.
George, darling!
Mary.
Oh, George, we were so worried. Where have you been?
Mary, and you're my Mary. You've come back to me, and you're real. You have no idea what's happened to me.
You have no idea what... Quickly, George, they're on their way. Come into the living room. Stand here, right here, by the tree.
Mary, what? They who? What?
The room's going to be full in a moment. It's a miracle, George. It's a miracle.
What? Mrs. Bailey, you...
Get back, please. Move, please. Make some room for...
Me? Mary, I'm here too.
I know why you're here. Move back, clear a path.
Gateway! Happy holidays!
Look what I got, George. A whole laundry basket full of money. And there's more coming. When Mary and I told everybody what happened, they all chipped in.
What? Where?
Dump it out on the table, Uncle Billy.
Here you go.
Oh my gosh, look how exciting!
Yay! What is it, George? Another run on the bank? Here, I collected down at the firehouse $242. How about that?
All right, folks. The line forms to the right. Mr. Martini, step right up here.
Here she goes, from a you to a me. I busted the jukebox.
Mr. Gower.
Here, George. I made the rounds of my charge accounts.
George!
Violet.
I'm not leaving, George. I changed my mind. Here's your loan back.
George,
Mr. Patridge.
the faculty took up a collection. They all contributed.
I wouldn't have a roof over my head if it weren't for you, George.
Just a minute. Quiet, everybody. Quiet.
Ernie's got something to read. Quiet, everybody. Quiet.
It's a telegram from London. Mr. Gower, cable, you need cash. Stop.
My office instructed to advance up to $25,000. Stop. Merry Christmas, Sam Wainwright.
Look to me like $8,000 isn't missing after all, George. Isn't it all here? And then some, I guess I can tear up the warrant.
Under the circumstances, Mr. Bailey, the building and loan has passed my inspection. Oh, and here's my $5 contribution.
Now, Mommy?
Now, Janie. Mr. Martini, how about some wine?
It so happens I've got some wine for everybody.
Harry!
Merry Christmas, George!
Merry Christmas.
We got him a police escort from the airport. Darn fool flew in all the way in a blizzard.
Harry, how about your banquet in New York?
Oh, I left right in the middle of it as soon as I got Mary's telegram. Borrowed a plane. Somebody hand me a glass of wine.
Here you go, Harry. Wine.
A toast! A toast! To my big brother, George, the richest man in town.
George, what's this? A card in the tree with your name on it. But I didn't.
Open it, Mary. What's it say?
Dear George, remember, no man is a failure who has friends. Thanks for the wings. Love, Clarence. Who's Clarence?
A dear friend of mine.
Look, Daddy. The bells on the Christmas tree are ringing.
They sure are, Zuzu.
Teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Your teacher's a smart woman, Zuzu.
You have been listening to the Joel P. Jensen Middle School radio dramatization of It's a Wonderful Life, based on the film by Frank Capra and adapted for radio by Philip Grecian. Now, good night and happy holidays.